Hi everyone, welcome to Gallivant Guides, a place to find all your travel needs. Are you tired of going on vacations to overpopulated places or having your beach pictures ruined because there's so many people? If yes, this video is for you. Today, we will be talking about the least visited countries in the world, as well as why you should visit them. The first on our list is number 10, Tuvalu. Halfway between Hawaii and Australia, north of Fiji, lies Tuvalu. 9 islands scattered across the South Pacific make up the small country Tuvalu. Tuvalu is perhaps the least visited country in the world. In 2017, only 2,000 visitors were recorded for the whole year. The main island, Funafuti, is home to the government of Tuvalu. Most of the country's trading is done on this island. Funafuti has an airport, and from there, travelers get to the other communities on passenger ferries. Tuvalu, unlike other more popular countries, has plenty of crowd-free beaches, which makes an excellent destination if you need some time alone with nature. On the western side of the atoll is the Funafuti Conservation Area, which has some of the best natural sights. You get to watch flying fish swim in the water and visit beautiful lagoons, reefs, and hidden parts of the ocean. Tuvalu is also a good place for those who love scuba diving and snorkeling. Number 9, Marshall Islands. The Marshall Islands comprise 29 coral atolls with about 1,156 individual islands and islets located just north of the equator in the Pacific Ocean. The largest city is Majuro. 24 of the islands and atolls are inhabited, but the rest have been abandoned due to poor living conditions, lack of rain, and nuclear contamination. About 6,000 visitors are recorded annually. Residents in the Marshall Islands live a relatively simple life, and they rely mostly on fishing, but shark fishing is prohibited. In 2011, the Marshall Islands government reserved an area of 2 million square kilometers as a shark sanctuary. To this day, the sanctuary remains the largest in the world. If you've ever wondered how bikinis came to be called bikinis, here's how. Barely a year after the United States carried out nuclear testing in Marshall Islands' Bikini Atoll, a French designer invented a 2-piece bathing suit, and probably because of the popularity the island had gathered, he called the set a bikini. Although the Enewetak Atoll has remained radioactive since the testing, the waters surrounding the Bikini Atoll are healthy enough for scuba diving. The ship graveyards on the Marshall Islands have become one of the most spectacular diving sites in the world, as the graveyard has been turned into an underwater playground. Divers get to see guns and bombs sitting on the ship's decks amongst colorful coral reefs and fish. Number 8, Kiribati. Spread into 33 islands, Kiribati has a total land area of 800 square kilometers on the Pacific Ocean. The nation's atolls and clusters are grouped into 3, namely the Gilbert Islands, Line Islands, and Phoenix Islands. Kiribati is the only country in the world that falls into the 4 cardinal hemispheres. More interestingly, on the 1st of January 2000, Kiribati was the first country to see the dawn of the 3rd millennium. Fiji is roughly 1,394 miles away from the Kiribati. The nation is isolated, which is why most travelers never get there. In fact, only 6,000 visitors get there per year. The few people who have been there testify about the rich culture of the people. The hospitality is great, but what's more fun is the Bataki Festival, where natives wear pandunas, skirts, and dance to beating drums in a traditional rhythm. Coconut lovers will also get to eat coconut made into different kinds of food, as coconut is a major delicacy in Kiribati. Number 7, Guinea Bissau. Guinea Bissau is on the west coast of Africa. It's bordered by Senegal to the north and the Atlantic Ocean to the west. The country is not particularly rich, and economic development is stunted, which may be why people don't consider it a tourist center. However, the country's wildly scenic highlands and the powerful rivers flowing from the forests of Fouta Djallon make it an exciting place to hike. There's a pure-speaking guide to take you on a memorable trek through the rocky landscape, but be ready for your quads to get toned during the trek. In Guinea Bissau, you'll get to meet the locals, experience the rain-flushed waterfalls and sharp canyons, and enjoy fresh fruit snacks during your stay. You can also visit the Archipelago dos Bichagos, an area declared a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve. It's home to monkeys, chimps, hippos, buffaloes, fish, and different bird species. Guinea-Bissau records 22,000 visitors annually. Number 6. Solomon Islands. Scattered across the Pacific Ocean are the 6 major islands and over 900 smaller islands that make up the Solomon Islands. The country's war-filled history may have played a part in landing it a spot on this list, as no one wants to travel to dangerous locations. After World War II, there was an intense ethnic war in the late 90s and early 2000s. The not-so-popularized good news is that the Solomon Islands have become calmer and are now open to tourists. The lush mangroves, lagoons, and emerald forests give you an experience of nature like no other. In the jungles, you find rusting tanks, amphibious vehicles, and foxholes that have remained there after the war. Scattered along the ocean floor are sunken seaplanes, submarines, and oil tankers. Scuba divers get to explore the ocean floor and watch coral formations cover up metal and colonize all the war machines. In the Solomon Islands, there's about 26,000 visitors per year. Number 5. Comoros. Comoros is located on the Indian Ocean, off the eastern coast of Africa between Madagascar and Mozambique. It comprises 4 major islands and some smaller ones. Due to over 20 attempted coups, Comoros is a nation still gaining stability and beginning to put up exciting infrastructure to attract tourist attention. The complex ethnic mix in Comoros includes Afrikaans, Malaysian immigrants, and Arabian descendants. The 3 official languages are Comorian, French, and Arabic. Comoros had memberships from the African Union, Francophonie, Organization of Islamic Cooperation, Arab League, and the Indian Ocean Commission. Comoros has breathtaking beaches with clear water, but what's more interesting is the scent in the air. Comoros is often called the Perfume Isles because the air has a mix of scents that are mesmerizing. The islands have a vast floral population of aromatic plants that have been used for making scents since the French colonial era. Now, the scents of the ylang-ylang tree mixed with cloves, bergamot, jasmine, lemongrass, and vanilla are permanently filling the air. As of now, Comoros sees around 28,000 visitors per year. Number 4. São Tomé and Príncipe. With 2 major islands and smaller islets, the African island nation of São Tomé and Príncipe still don't get a lot of visitors. Together, the islands come after Seychelles as the second smallest African country. Until the 15th century, the islands lay empty. However, they were soon discovered by Portuguese explorers. The islands nearly make up an equatorial nation in West Africa's Gulf of Guinea. The 2 islands hold a massive population of endemic plants and animals. Nature lovers who visit the islands must prepare to be wowed by birds of different colors, hundreds of orchid species, and begonias growing as high as a house. São Tomé is a hotspot of biodiversity, and so is Príncipe, although it is tiny. Every day, new species ranging from reed frogs to owls are discovered on the island. Hence, it has become a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve. While there, watch your steps carefully, as you may see an unknown creature or flower that has not yet been documented by scientists. Presently, these unique islands receive 29,000 visitors per year. Number 3. Micronesia. Spread across the western Pacific Ocean are the 4 states that make up the Federated States of Micronesia. Collectively, those 4 states have 607 islands. When put together, they make up 271 square miles of land spread across about 2.6 million square miles of water. The islands lie northeast of New Guinea, south of Guam, west of Nauru and the Marshall Islands, and east of Palau and the Philippines. In 1986, FSM signed a Compact of Free Association with the U.S., granting them the exclusive rights to build military bases in Micronesia. In return, the country is paid $100 million yearly as financial aid, and the citizens can also get the right to live and work in the U.S. In the UNESCO World Heritage Site of Nan Madol, there are 100 man-made islets created by a Great Pacific Dynasty. The largest island in the FSM, Pohnpei, fascinates visitors as it shows that the archipelago has been formed by humans for centuries. While in Micronesia, you'll get to experience and explore temples and ancient ceremonial centers built between 1200 and 1500 AD, rising from beneath the ocean. This nation sees about 30,000 visitors per year. Number 2, Djibouti. Djibouti is located at the confluence of the Gulf of Aden and the Red Sea. It's bordered by Eritrea, Somalia, and Ethiopia. Djibouti's landscape has often been referred to as otherworldly, and the country doesn't fail to deliver beautiful sights. Its strategic location gives its proximity to the busiest shipping route in the world. Nations like France, China, and the US have military bases in Djibouti. They have a 20-year-old agreement worth $3.5 billion that was signed by George W. Bush in 2003. Among the many sights are steams coming out from the Arduoco, a volcano, the white salt beaches surrounding the beautiful Lake Assal, the lunar towers in Lake Abe, the amazing marine life which includes whale sharks, and the nice diving locations. The nomadic Afar people have created a way of living notwithstanding the harsh environment. They lead their flocks to graze on widely scattered pockets of marsh grass. It currently welcomes 51,000 visitors annually. Number 1, Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is located on the southwest coast of West Africa. The southeast is bordered by Liberia, while the north is bordered by Guinea. In recent decades, Sierra Leone has faced more problems than many other countries have. From corruption and poverty to war and the Ebola outbreak in 2014. The history has put it on this list, but despite all the country has gone through, economic growth has been substantial in recent years. There's many beautiful sights in Sierra Leone and so many beaches. Not far from the center of Sierra Leone's capital, Freetown, is the Takugama Chimpanzee Sanctuary. They have a collection of rare and endangered species of chimpanzees. You can go on a boat ride to the Bunse Island, see the ruins of the slave fortress, visit the city's coastline, the National Railway Museum, and if you're looking for rich nightlife, you can take a trip to Aberdeen Lumley. Sierra Leone sees around 54,000 visitors per year. You made it to the end of this video. Did you get inspired to visit any of the countries? Let us know about it in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more travel updates.